Hello everyone! One of the hardest bosses in Baldur's Gate 3 is creating your own custom character. So in this video I'll be showing you the best customization and character creation mods in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager. And we'll just dive right into things first with face mods, then we'll move on to other accessory and eye colors, all that stuff, and then we'll go into hair mods. And first up, we'll start off with my absolute favorite face mod at the moment with the Sculptor's Dream Cache by Tabble Dabble. There's so many great face mods here, so we'll just take you through them here. So this is the Juliet face. This is one that I've used constantly in my videos here. So we got the Juliet, the Naymira face here. I've used this also quite a bit. We also have the Shay lashes. This one I find kind of looks something like a younger Jaheira. There's also the Yasmina face there. Here's Shay without the lashes, so you can see the difference. It has some longer lashes there. And the Daija face, which I've also used in a lot of videos. Odette, this is a newer one that was just recently added alongside the Charlotte, which is one that I've also been using quite frequently in my videos. So this is a really great face mod. I feel like the faces are, I get a lot of comments asking about this face mod, so this is my absolute favorite. The nice thing about this too is it works on dwarves, halfling, gnomes, and there's also faces for like Githyanki. I've did a race video yesterday on talking about different races, and the Githyanki faces are so great. Also for drow and the strong ones, this covers a lot, and the nice thing is they all look great. There's also an half-orc face, which typically they don't have very many like super pretty face mods, but this one works very well. So if you want to play a half-orc because they're really powerful, you can with this. And then you can see here, tieflings also get some different face mods. Elves, half-elves, pretty much every single character in the, or every single race in the game is going to get a face, except for the Dragonborn, obviously. So yeah, there's a lot of great options here, and I highly recommend checking this mod out if you're looking for something sweet, because this one is it was last updated 35 days ago, went live May 1st. It's relatively new to the mod manager, but it's one of the best in my opinion. Another really solid face mod is the February Heads by Heartwires. Now, they have some really great character customization mods. So this is the face that you see there. There's two for each body type 1 and 2 for body type 2. So there's masculine and feminine heads here. But this is what this one here looks like. Unfortunately, I have my graphics on ultra, so it disappears the head there. Normally, you had to put them on high, but that's what that one there looks like. And this is what the other face mod looks like. So they're very solid. And then there's the two masculine faces here. So this is good because it covers a few different appearances. And next up is the Alyssa CC head presets by Setastarians. Setastarians has made a ton of really great face mods. So this is the Alyssa one. This is what it looks like in game. It's a very solid one too. And yeah, you can just see that there for what it is. Now, this is a mod by Setastarians. It was ported by Eclipse. Now, Setastarians has a lot of head mods, so I'd recommend looking through. Some of them are very unique, like the Scars and Horror here. The Pretty Boys by Setastarians. This one's also on console. There's also the Missing Gods head, which is also on console. I think this one is one of the most interesting. There's ones for the Githyanki here, Black Kith's Choosing. The Lasses heads, which gives half-orcs some pretty-looking faces. And then we also got the Lads for male half-orcs and got some Shrek-looking ones. Then we also got the Alyssa preset there. The Jingle Tieflings, which is one that I covered in my best mods of the week because this just came out a couple days ago. So if you're looking for a new Tiefling face mod, this is originally on Nexus Mods, ported over to Mod.io. And there's also the Maya and Talia. So all the Setastarians head mods are really great, but I just want to provide the Alyssa head here because I've been using this one in a few different videos. Now, a couple more that I want to focus on by Precious Little Ball Babe, the Lorelei head here, and also the Rhiannon head by, again, Precious Little Ball Babe. So this is what the Lorelei head looks like here. I think it's a nice one. Again, the reactions that your character has with these different faces looks really solid. And the Rhiannon face there. So these are great. You can see they go on a variety of different characters, so it's very solid. These are two more head mods that I think are worth checking out. I also want to mention that these just came out an hour ago, so they are relatively new, but I like them enough. I just want to include them in this list. Another head mod that is really good, and this one's available on console, is the Mizora, who also shares a face with Blaze Ellen here. So this one goes without saying, Mizora's got a pretty face. So yeah, this is a really solid one if you're looking for a new face mod. Now, another head mod, there's not a lot of head mods for body type 2 and 4, but Tori has created a great solution for that. So they're also the creator of the Tav's hair slot mod, which is now available on console, which is amazing. But this one adds 23 new half-elf presets, 21 for body type 2 and 2 for body type 4. So there's a lot of heads here for male characters. They look great. So if you're looking for a new head mod for your guy character, a lot of choices here. So I'd highly recommend checking out this one here by Tori. This is one of the, I would say, most comprehensive male head mods. There's typically only a few dropped at a time. As with other games with the modding community, it's typically the girl characters that get more of the mods. But yeah, this one offers so many different unique looking heads, so just want to highlight this one. And also body type 4 got some love with two of the different body type, or two of the different heads you can see here. So what's nice and I like about this is they included all the different heads in this appearance here, so you can take a look at this, but I'd highly recommend checking this out. And finally, my last head mod that I'll be showing off is the Drizzt head preset. This one's really cool. If you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, you probably know who Drizzt is. He's actually referenced in the game multiple times. Starring even has a line where he says Drizzt don't Erden, and then he regrets making that joke. So pretty funny, but this is an awesome mod to see. So this is made by Idles Cal here, and yeah, for fans of D&D, you'll be right at home with this one. So just want to highlight this here. I think it's a really cool new head mod, especially if you're going to go for a drow playthrough. And there's also mods for Icing Death and Twinkle as different other weapons, so pretty cool. Now, as far as character colors go, this is an important one. There's one that I think stands above the rest, and I do a lot of different... If you watch my videos, you'll have seen that every single character that I create for a build, it's always different and thematic, and that's thanks to the Crazy Color Pack by Akelka. Now, they make... Okay, if you're a Dragonborn fan, go download every single one of their mods. They are the Dragonborn expert. They made so many great Dragonborn mods you can see here. These are all really cool. I don't typically play Dragonborn as it's not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people really do enjoy it. This, however, works for everyone, and what it does is it adds all these cool new custom colors and stuff here so that you can really redefine what your character looks like. Some colors will be stronger on different hair sets than others, so just a heads up on that, but yeah, lots of great options here. The Crazy Color Pack gives you something really for everyone. Now, on top of this, we can't talk about colors without getting into eye colors, and this is where I think the Rox Shimmering Eyes is my absolute favorite, and paired also with the Rox as Everyone Can Glow by Rox Airy here. Now, what's great about this mod is it adds a ton of eye colors, and when I say a ton, I mean a ton. So you can see them all here. Some of them will glow too, so you can see the different appearances here. You have to have both those mods installed if you want to have the eyes glowing, but this is my favorite eye mod. I've tried so many different ones. Yes, it does feel a bit like intense. Like this is a blue from it compared to if we go with like the elf blue from the base game. These look obviously quite dull in comparison to this sharp color blue, but I like it. I think it works very well, especially if you're doing a fantasy type character, because hey, they can have red eyes, they can have blue eyes, you know? They're very strong colors, so I'm really a big fan of this. But if you want something a little bit more tame, Rox's Vivid Aquarelles here is a bit more tame. You can still see there is some vibrant colors there. So yeah, this is just another great mod by Rox Airy here, so giving you a lot of cool options for your own character's eyes. Now we're going to get into hair mods here with the Amanda hairstyle by Kazi Sims. So this is just a single hairstyle. Most of the mods here are going to be multiple, but this is just such a really good hair because it's got this long ensemble here. It fits on armors really well due to the hair's thickness, and it receives dye really well too, or it receives highlights really well too. So you can see there we can make our character really vivid with this. I like this hair quite a bit. So this is just the only solo one that we got here, but next is a big hair pack with Dint 999's hairs. Now I'm a huge fan of this. Dint is a legendary modder from Skyrim. Alondris here was able to port this over thanks to Dint, and yeah, these are very similar to what we got in Skyrim, but they actually work really well in Baldur's Gate 3, and you can see here the hair has physics to it as well, so that's another nice thing about it. So yeah, these are the most unique hairstyles. They also receive dyeing as well. My favorite is this one here. I really like this with the different braids and stuff. It looks cool. It doesn't, like, the braids are floating, but whatever, it's cool. This is also a hairstyle I feel like a lot of people really wanted, more curly hair options, so another option there. And then so many cool unique styles, and some of them have different bows here, and you can change the color of the bow if you wanted like a blue bow there or black bow. And then there's also, yeah, there's a lot of hairstyles here. They're all extremely unique, unlike other hair mods that I've seen so far for Baldur's Gate 3. There's, yeah, just endless options you can see, and yeah, this is just a really solid hair mod. So Dint 999's hairstyles. And this goes without saying, Tav's Hair Salon. This offers 150 hairstyles. It's one of the absolute best mods in Baldur's Gate 3. It adds a lot to the game, so I'm not going to go through all hairstyles that's included in this, but you can see these blue colored backgrounds. These are all Tav's Hair Salon. Some of them are really, really unique. The Evelyn hair mod is in here, so the very popular Baldur's Gate 3 character Evelyn that's where this hairstyle comes from, and it's Tav's hairstyle or hair pack 25 with black dye on, unlike the white one that I'm using there. There's also some really strong braid hairs here that I like. So this one and this one too, I've used these in a lot of my videos. You got some somewhat like Minthara's hair there. yeah, there's a lot to this one. I'm not going to waste your guys' time going through all of them, but there's a lot. Tab's hair salon is incredible. Tori did a great job with this one as well. And next up is Heart's hair pack. Now, this is another hair mod that I've used extensively in my videos, so you may recognize this one here. Yeah, I'll just briefly go through these options. Hearts is the creator of the February heads that I covered previously in this video, but you can see there, lots of great options for character customization. I like the unique ways that the dye is used too, so yeah, there's a lot with the Hearts hair pack. I'm hoping this one will come to console soon, and we'll see if it does, but you got some really cool, interesting appearances here. And next up is the Tasha's Cauldron of Hairstyles, Uno and Dos. So you got 1 and 2 with this. This is a mod made by Tasha Weeds, ported by Eclipse here, and it adds a lot of hairstyles to the game. So yeah, we'll just quickly go through some of them here, because again, this is another mod with a lot of them, and I downloaded both Tasha's Hairstyle 1 and 2, so you can see both of them here. I'd recommend downloading both mods and then removing whatever one you don't use, because there's a lot of them here. Some of them are similar, just different versions of the accessories on the hair, but yeah, really solid hair mod, and worth checking out. And next up is the Laura Croft hairstyle bracket ponytail. This is a nice hairstyle. It's very basic, but that's sometimes all you need. It does have dyes or the highlight support, and I think it works cool just having the hair there. Now you can have a short ponytail or a long ponytail. This one just comes with 2 different hairstyles. Mod made by Arthur Revan. It's solid. I think this is really great. Also, the hair collection mod by Tep Kuhn said here. This one has a bunch of different hairstyles as well. You can see them all in the post. So you got like this here, kind of looks like Gale's. Yeah, there's a lot of longer hairstyles here. They look somewhat like some of the base game hairstyles, but I think that that's great. So there's probably something here for everyone with this mod. And the nice thing about it is it's also on console. In addition to this, we got, this is more so for customization in your companions. This came out a couple hours ago. It's just a more messy version of Astarion's hair. I'm sure someone out there wants something like this, so I just want to quickly highlight this, as well as the Divine Dream Guardian. This, again, isn't a customization, but it gives the Divine Sister Robe, which is one of my favorite outfits in Baldur's Gate 3, made by Skirby, to the Guardian here. So, I don't know, it feels like it fits a bit better, and yeah, it looks cool. So, there are some issues where if you got a half orc, it will clip through, but quickly, I will just mention my mods that I use from Nexus Mods, as not everyone likes to download from Nexus, but Vampire's other heads, I use this one pretty frequently in my videos. I stopped using the Sculptor's Dream Cache a bit more now. This one looks great. It even has some revamped versions, like there's a Shadowheart, but looking a lot younger. And yeah, this is a really great head mod. In addition, the Silver's Hair Pack 1 and 2. So this offers a bunch of extra hairs into the game, and they look great. So I'll just quickly go through the Silver's Hair Pack if it's worth downloading. I think it's personally worth downloading. I really like this one. I've used it in a few different videos. This one here is cool too with how the dye works. Nice short hairstyle there. It has a lot of everything in each of these 1 and 2 versions. So, and the last one I just want to quickly touch on is this cool. We're starting to see, I'm a huge fan of Expedition 33, Claire Obscure, and there's now Lune's head there. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming. But yeah, I just wanted to briefly go through some different appearance mods. If you're wondering about these outfits, they are the, this is the Woodland Elf by Ren here. And then this one is the America Dress. These are both made by Ren. Skirby's also got a version of that too. It's in the in-game mod manager, but not on console yet, just on PC. So let me know which of these is your favorite character customization mods. And yeah, I wanted to do another video on this topic because I get asked pretty much every couple hours what cosmetic mods that I'm using, and I just want to cover the best of the best. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next video.